freshly baked waffle cone. I would eat a shoe if they put it in one of those freshly baked waffle cones. They're fantastic.
Well, let's go get us one.
We've quickly become famous for our freshly baked waffle cones. Skip the shoe and try our hot, made-to-order waffle cones with our home-churned and utterly loaded with flavor ice cream. Loaded Cow in Georgia 17 between Mary's Southern Grill and the Heavenly Bake Shop.
The Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And as long as Pat Malone is already out of bed,
then I might as well ride herd around here.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith is still special too.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
And good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good out there. We are coming in here sideways. We got Ed Abel in here with us this morning. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Wait a minute. Let's try that again. Can you turn his mic on, please? Okay. How's Pat Malone doing?
Hey, Pat Malone is good. Did he turn my mic on?
We got your mic on. We got Ed's mic on yet?
Am I on now?
Now we're on.
All right.
How's Ed Abel?
All things considered, doing pretty good, sir. How are you?
Good. We brought Ed. We're going to the dogs today, boys. We're going to the dogs. We got Ed in here, but we got James Craigmile coming on, and we've had him on before, but a lot of y'all know him from Live PD on A&E, and he also assisted with the development of America's Top Dog on A&E. This is an international dog trainer. He has trained dogs in every country, every state. And he has got a lot of stuff going on, so he wanted to come on and talk about some of that stuff he's got. He says right here, Craigmile has trained celebrity dogs and dog owners. Ha! Do you ever train the dog owners?
That's all we do, really. We train the owners and rehab the dogs.
There you go. But anyway, dogs ain't got no problem. But anyway, he's a lot of fun to talk to, and like I said, he's a pretty big deal. So I want to get somebody here who knew something about dogs. So we brought Ed in. So, anyway, hey, today is Randy Travis's birthday. Happy birthday to Randy Travis. How about that?
63. How about that?
And also today he released his second studio album, Always and Forever, which became his second U.S. #1 single with Too Gone Too Long. I Won't Need You Anymore and Always and Forever. Amen. How about that?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. He had a rough go at it. You know, he got busted with he was back. I think he got hooked on the alcohol. You know, I think the last time he got stopped, wasn't he drunk and naked, running around in a Firebird? Man, is that not like a dream?
Seeing
Sounds
him
like
naked
Burt
out
Reynolds.
of a Firebird, or
He was naked, running around in a Firebird.
Well, this show's really taking a turn for the low end, hasn't it?
My hero.
It's also Rory McIlroy's birthday, the golfer. He's 33 today. And Blairsville's Brian Ledford has got a birthday today. I'm not sure how old Brian is.
Well, happy birthday, Brian. We don't know how old you are.
There you go.
Yeah.
Today was a day in 1904 that Charles Rolls met Henry Royce in the Midland Hotel in Manchester, England.
Yeah.
That meeting led to the car manufacturer Rolls-Royce.
I thought it was Ford.
The Rolls-Royce. A car that I'll probably never be able to own.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was a great picture along with this story of Elvis standing next to his new Rolls.
There you go.
Back in, I don't know, the 60s sometime.
Hey, it's Audrey Hepburn's birthday today.
You would have been. Yeah.
It still is.
Well, it is, but she died in 1993.
Well, it's still her birthday. Can we not celebrate her birthday?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the rest of these folks over here.
How about 1932? Al Capone entered the Atlanta Penitentiary after being convicted of income tax evasion.
I actually have a fedora that come from one of Al Capone's stores in Chicago.
There you go.
That is cool. I'm not kidding you. I guard it with my life. I'm not kidding you. I wear it only when I go out to fancy stuff. We didn't even introduce you sidekick over here, Mr. Lincoln Town Car. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Doing good as well.
It's Diesel Power Ford.
There you go.
That's Jordan with General Supply.
And may the 4th be with you. I know Packy's all excited today. May the 4th be with you.
Yep.
I think Mike Tyson started that, didn't he? May the 4th be with you.
I don't got a clue. I don't keep up with him.
The 4th.
National Day of Prayer. There you go. They do normally on the National Day of Prayer, they have a big thing going on in all the counties. They got anything going on with the National Day of Prayer?
Yeah, as far as I know, all the counties are doing something today.
I hadn't heard.
Here's a good one. Today is the National Day of Reason.
Okay, how come that's so good?
Well, here's the deal with this. This observance started in 2003 in response to the perceived unconstitutional National Day of Prayer. According to the organizers of this day, the National Day of Prayer violates the First Amendment of the Constitution because it asks federal, state, and local government entities to set aside tax dollar-supported time and space to engage in religious ceremonies.
I know one thing. Our country needs a lot more prayer than what we got.
And the age of reason, the day of reason, come on.
I'm with you, man. What the heck is wrong with people?
What the heck is wrong with people?
I don't know, man. It's crazy. But, like I said, I think we need more prayer. People need to get back to church, man. That's what they're missing. That's what they're searching for. But
this is also the National Day celebrating candied orange peels.
Oh, boy, that's something we need to celebrate.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. We had the guy on yesterday. What was his name? Sammy Sadler.
Yeah.
And actually, he's got the book out, Hit with a Bullet. I downloaded that yesterday. I was running a truck. I had to run a garbage truck. Got one of my drivers out, so I got to listen to the book. I'm on chapter 14. If y'all want to read a very good book, this book is one of them kinds you just don't want to lay down. You'll just keep watching. Listening to or reading or whatever. But Hit with the Bullet, it's about, the murder on Music Row. And, man, I can't brag on it enough. I'm not kidding you. It's very good.
Wasn't that the big scandal about what was it called? What was the term they?
It was a Cashbox magazine where they were
payola.
It's all tied in together. But they were getting money to move the people's songs up on the charts. So
yeah,
they really wouldn't be doing anything, but they look like they're way up on the charts, and so therefore they'd make them more famous and sell more records and this, that, and the other. And it was a big scandal, but this kid that was buddies with him, Sammy, wouldn't play games, so they took him out, man, and just about killed Sammy. Yeah. And, but it's a neat book. He starts off from the get-go, and like I said, I'm on chapter 14. So if y'all would like to read a good book, go check that out. Let's jump to a break and see if we can get James Craig Meyer. Is he trying to get in yet, or do you know?
Not yet.
Not yet. Anyway, he should be on here in a few minutes, so let's just go ahead and jump to it. You got anything else right quick before we go there, Pat?
This was the day in 1998 that Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, was sentenced to 4 life sentences plus 30 years as part of a plea agreement.
I don't understand why they just take them out, man. Honestly.
Seems like a lot of money that's being invested in a guy that probably isn't worth it.
Honestly. It'd be sad to think that the world would be a better place without you, but there's some folks out there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there is evil.
There's evil. So anyway, today is Thursday, so this is Rose Auto, one of my favorite places of all time. So y'all go by and check out Rose Auto if y'all need any kind of accessories for truck, car, auto, you name it, they've got it. Rose Auto in Blairsville.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. Former Georgia District Congressman Doug Collins has settled into a simpler country life. He's now an attorney in Habersham County, but the former ranking Republican on the House Judiciary Committee is still a hawk for personal liberties. He tells WJRB that the Department of Justice is winning the battle against the hearts and minds of the next generation.
The generation over 20 and under 35, they do not care. They believe the government knows everything. They don't care about civil liberties and personal privacy. And I think this is a real fight that I think we're losing, unfortunately. But if the government thinks that they can get away with it because everybody thinks it's happening anyway, then nothing is off limits.
Collins is best remembered for his defense of Donald Trump during his first impeachment hearing. It's no secret that Roy Perrin is retiring from his principal duties at Towns County High School, but now we are hearing that he was having second thoughts about maybe hanging in there one more year.
Several of the junior class, about a dozen of them, wrote me letters asking me would I stay one more year, and I almost did, but it was just time. It's just time to go ahead and pass the torch on.
Towns County's graduation is 2 weeks from tomorrow. Perrin will wrap up 13 years in that position. And when a First Friday city event in May coincides with Cinco de Mayo, not many folks are staying home. The town of Hiawassee kicks off its first Friday Summer Series tomorrow. Meanwhile, the city of Blairsville premiered its season last month, and now its second event is tomorrow. Parking anywhere is often an issue, but Megan Kimsey with the DDA in Blairsville promises plenty of room.
We've got plenty of parking. I mean, you've got most of the around the square. You've got the lot and several others throughout the downtown. So parking is definitely not an issue. Now, when it comes to festivals, that might be another issue.
Please download the free WJRB app. For Pat Malone and Harry Bond, I'm Jeff Batten.
Warmer weather is coming, and that means you've got 50 places to go, and you're still in love with the truck that will get you there. So spring forward with accessories from Rose Auto in Blairsville.
Rose Auto.
Bed covers, towing systems, steps. Rose Auto has what you need to do it right. Just up from 515 on the Murphy Highway. Rose is the only way to get your ride to a ball game, a fishing trip, or an overnight camping trip.
Rose Auto.
Type in Rose Auto Accessories on Facebook. We're next to Mike's Seafood.
Don't miss the Young Harris Water Sports and RVs Boat and RV Show this weekend and spring into deals on all boats and RVs. Check out the latest Grand Design RVs with Grand Design reps on site, along with Godfrey pontoons, Hurricane deck boats, and more. Do not miss out on the sale this weekend. Free food, fun, and prizes. Friday and Saturday at Young Harris Water Sports and RVs Boat and RV Show. 3676 U.S. Highway 76 in Young Harris. Come spring into the season with us. Don't miss it.
Let's go! Options are a beautiful thing. That's why I'm obsessed with my McDonald's order. It's ever-changing, but always me. And right now, it's only $3.49. So I can pair a tasty double cheeseburger, a delicious 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or golden crispy small fries for just $3.49. My order might change depending on my mood, but that feel-good taste of Mickey D's is always the same. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Have you been to General Supply in Blairsville? If not, you're missing out. They have all the farm, feed, and garden supplies that you'll ever need, and they carry all the major national brands, such as Victor and Nutrina. General Supply's newest addition even includes a made-in-USA gift shop for the ladies. Step back in time, where old-fashioned service is our motto. General Supply, located at 764 Gainesville Highway in Blairsville. For a full list of brand-name products, call them today, 706-363-1000.
There's honey-do lists, and there's honey I can't do this lists. Heavy digging, tree stump removal, driveway grading. Call Mike in Blairsville. Mike Whittemore runs Georgia Mountain Grading, and he loves big jobs. Erosion control, culverts, and digging. Yeah, digging. We covered that already. Georgia Mountain Grading. They're insured, and they answer when you call. Fast estimates at 706-994-0543 for Georgia Mountain Grading. 706-994-0543.
Boundary Waters Resort and Marina on Lake Chatuge is the #1 JC Tri-Tune dealer in the country, specializing in luxury performance Tri-Tunes with reliable Suzuki outboard power. As the exclusive dealer for JC Tri-Tune in the Lake Chatuge area, our professional sales and service team will get you out on the water in style. For the best selection and pricing on new and used JC Tri-Tunes in the North Georgia mountains, visit Boundary Waters Resort and Marina at bwboating.com or call 706-896-2530.
The weekend is getting closer, and a trip to Bell Mountain or the lake is always a possibility. Make sure your truck is accessorized by Rose Auto in Blairsville. Bed liners, LED lights, and more. You want to be a pickup man? Do it with Rose Auto in Blairsville. The only way to go.
Well, we're having technical difficulties here. He's not signed in on their meet thing.
I think we just
Oh, there he comes. He's signing in now. There we go. We've got him coming in sideways. So anyway, you got him signed up there, ready to go.
I got it. I think I'm ready.
There you go, folks. We have got on with us right now James Craigmire. He is, like I told you, he has been involved with the Live PD on A&E. He has hosted Development America's Top Dog on A&E, and the list goes on and on and on. How are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Man, we just hanging in here. I got a buddy of mine in here with me. He's a local dog trainer here, Ed Abel.
How you doing, James? Nice to meet you.
I'm good. How are you, Ed?
I'm doing good.
Man, you've got a lot going on, man. While we got you on here, tell us the scoop.
Oh man, I do. There's a lot going on. So, I hosted Project Canine Hero Awards on Great American Country last year. That was a blast getting to host with them and a network that I grew up watching as a kid. We have an event coming up June 3rd, which is the Fox and Hound Canine Foundation, which gives back to law enforcement dogs, first responders, fire arson dogs. It's a great organization. Karen Doss is the founder of that 501c3 organization here in Branson, Missouri, and talk a little bit more about it whenever we get an opportunity here. And then I got a potential show coming out, a dog show coming out. It's being written right now, and pretty excited about that. So we've got a lot of things that are happening here.
Well, now this thing that you're talking about that gives back to the dogs and this, exactly what is that? You say might give it back. What does it give back? I mean, it just supports the dogs' money or what?
Yeah, so Karen has a passion for law enforcement dogs, and she's wanting to give back to them. So my dog, Lore, who everybody knows that was on Live PD, she bought him a ballistics vest. We were a donation-only agency, and she bought him his first ballistics vest through LOF, which is an organization out of Canada, and she helps handlers with training. She helps give back with vests. She helps give back with bloat. There's a surgery that the doctors can do. It's just a couple of minor surgery incisions, and they go in and they staple the dog's stomach in. And I know that it sounds bad. However, a lot of working dogs pass away because of bloat. And if the listeners don't know what bloat is whenever your dog's stomach flips inside and it cuts itself off in there to where it doesn't get the oxygen and is not able to expand and contract, and the dog eventually dies because the stomach swells. And there's a minor surgery that veterinarians do. They go in, they make a couple of small incisions, they staple it in. This is a common surgery, guys. This isn't anything that hurts the dog. It actually prevents the dog from dying. So Karen is wanting to be able to afford the opportunity to pay for this surgery for these agencies that can't afford it, because a lot of agencies across the United States, they're based off of donations only. And the agency doesn't use taxpayers' money to pay for or to fund their canine program. Or maybe they do use taxpayers' money and they don't have enough money set aside for this surgery or for training or for ballistics vests. And that's one way that Karen gives back to the agencies.
Well, James, we have a program here in our area. It's called PAWS, Working Dog Support Network. And it's kind of interesting that you were talking about bloat and other things like that. We train and we supply dogs to law enforcement agencies, also search and rescue organizations, but we also train service dogs. And we just had a dog that developed cataracts. And like you said, that's something you just don't budget in. And when I was a police chief, we had several canine, plus I was a dog handler before I became a chief. And one of the issues that we would always run into, if something happened, and you worked a dog that came from the Czech Republic, they're not inexpensive. You budget that money, but you don't always budget in for severe issues such as bloat or torsion or anything like that. So I'm glad you bring that up, especially because of this time of the year, we run into a lot more bloat, dogs overheating, drinking massive amounts of water, plus exercise, plus overeating, all contributes to that. So I'm glad you brought that point up.
Yeah, it is. It's very common in working dogs, especially because the dogs, they'll get home, they will have just eaten, they're ending their shift, and then the handler gets called out to a high-risk pursuit or to search for a suspect, and the dog goes immediately into work, and they've just eaten. And that dog didn't get that hour of rest that typically they need to let their stomach calm down. And that's when the bloat happens, as you know. And it's just an unfortunate thing. And you're right. You don't budget for that. You take your dog out on a track and they're tracking in the middle of a farm field and there was some metal out there and it's 2:00 in the morning and you don't see that metal. And all of a sudden that dog lacerates its paw and now his paw's sitting there dangling. And now you got to take that dog in for emergency surgery. Is that something that the agency has budgeted for? And typically, as you said, it's no. So this is something that Karen wants to do. She also owns Fox and Hound. She makes soaps, shampoos, flea and tick spray, vest deodorizer, kennel cleaner, and she has partnered with many handlers across the United States in a give back program. So she makes a candle. She puts the handler's dog's picture on this candle, and she takes a portion of the proceeds from the sale of that specific candle and donates it to that agency. So she's been giving back for many years. We've been good friends now for over 10 years, and there's going to be music. I'm going to host and MC the event on June 3rd here in Branson, Missouri at Chateau on the Lake. We have handlers from all across the United States that's coming to this event. I believe 20 dog teams so far. We have people that are donating items, dog trainers that are donating dogs to agencies. We've got 2 puppies that are going to be raffled off and given to agencies to help out for those agencies that can't afford dogs. So it's going to be a really good night. We've got a live band, food, canine demonstrations. We're going to have bite demonstrations. So it's just going to be a good family event the entire day on June 3rd.
You know, James, you're right, because that stuff is really important. One of the things that we emphasize here, we do a lot of the drug dogs for this area. And one of the things that we've noticed is the people in the community actually accept the dogs as their dogs. So when one of our dogs is injured or something happens, it's a lot of community support. And we need that. All law enforcement agencies need that, especially nowadays. There was just recently legislation trying to be passed in California where they wanted to do away with police dogs, which is absolutely ridiculous and asinine, but that's a whole nother show. But it's the community that has to stand up and help these agencies out, especially we're a very rural area in North Georgia, and so we depend heavily on the support of the members of the community and nonprofits. So really appreciate everything you're doing.
Well, now, let me ask you something, James. Me and Ed, we had a falling out about dogs here, and I think that the best trained or best dog for a police dog would be the Basset Hound, and he disagrees with me. What's your take on that? Do you think the Basset Hound's the best dog?
So a Basset Hound, you're going to be limited. Hey, I tell you what, Basset Hounds are great dogs. Don't get me wrong. They're smelly. They have a lot of earwax that comes out of their ears. As far as tracking and trailing, I tell you what, they're an amazing dog. However, they do have a lot of health issues. They are overweight a lot of times, and you usually don't find a Basset Hound that you can toss up in an attic to go after a bad guy. Okay. And a Basset Hound, they typically, if you've got a tractor trailer stopped on the interstate, Basset Hounds usually aren't the best for sniffing narcotics on a tractor trailer. So it's a little bit more difficult. You're kind of limiting yourself.
I'm just thinking, if I was a deputy, that's what I'd want, because I'm fat and overweight. We'd look like twins riding down the road,
I did not want to say that, but those words came out of Stephen's mouth. So. We've heard that our whole careers, right? Dogs tend to look, and am I wrong, James? You look at most of the handlers, their dogs look a lot alike them, and vice versa.
That's right.
Steve would be perfect with a Basset Hound.
Anyway, y'all have seen him on Live PD and America's Top Dog, and the list goes on. He's actually a dog trainer way before all this, involved with the police officers. But now you said you've got a new show coming out. Is that going to be on A&E, or is this something else we're going to be looking for, or what's the deal with that?
No, so they're going to end up shopping around on networks. It's being written right now. The writer, he lives in California. We've actually had 2 different conversations, and we're looking at his writing style and what that's going to look like and how we're going to develop that, because I want it to be natural. I want it to be I don't want it to be necessarily scripted. I don't want it to be, well, I'm going to train this way, because anybody that's a trainer out there knows that you could have a dog show, but the dog would really dictate how the show's going to go. And the dog owner is going to dictate how the show's going to go, because each dog is different. And we might set aside a day to go in and we say we're going to do some basic obedience, we're going to do some healing or whatever you're going to do, and the dog shows up and all of a sudden you can't do that because you got to fix another problem before you can even move on to this problem. So I don't really want it scripted, but I do want to be able to showcase the dogs out there and teach people how to fix the problems, because all of us that are trainers, anybody that has common sense in the world knows that dogs are abandoned. Dogs are left at shelters or dumped on the sides of the road because the owner is tired of the dog peeing or pooping in the house. They're tired of the dog misbehaving. They're tired of the dog yelling and barking and going crazy in the house. They don't have manners. And that's the reason, number one reason dogs are abandoned. So my goal through my canine training, Craig Mile Canine Training, is to develop these dogs, build these dogs' confidence, to help with the manners, with the obedience, so that we have less dogs that are abandoned on the streets and in the kill shelters. And if we can reduce that, then we can help these shelters out and get back. So that's what I want to do, is I want to give back to the shelters. I'd love to be able to go across the U.S. and train some of these shelters, take their worst dog, take the dog that's been there the longest, and show the people that even these dogs that have been in these shelters for years that nobody wants because they're aggressive or whatever their manners are, or their issues are, that we can fix a lot of them. Now, guys, some of the dogs can't be fixed. We all know that. Some people can't be fixed.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That's just a fact of life.
CraigMileCanineTraining.com. You know, that's the thing. And of course, we're talking about police dogs, and everybody always thinks about training police dogs. But now these dogs are, one thing that Ed's got that just is mind blowing. He's got a dog that he's trained that actually is with a girl that has got diabetes, and this thing can identify how does it work?
Dex is a diabetes alert dog. Little girl has type 1 diabetes, and whenever she's blood sugar drops to a certain level, the dog will try to get her going to say, hey, something's wrong, and if not, we'll get the mother, and the mother can go in and do a reading. The dog's name is Dex after Dexcom, which they use to read, but what people don't understand is Dexcoms are not always in real time, and they operate off Bluetooth. So things can fail, things can go wrong, and the dog is the backup to that.
See, that's amazing to me. We've watched that happen. We've watched that dog do that. That's just unreal. Some of the stuff the training y'all can do with dogs and the way they do it's just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I've never trained service animals like that, and kudos to you, because I wouldn't know where to begin on training a service dog like that. Just being honest, I'm a certified international canine instructor, and I can teach a dog how to bite and track and find missing people and doing obedience and behavioral issues. But when it comes to teaching the dog to be able to detect what's going on in a human with seizures or diabetes or something like that, that is a world that is new to me, something that I would love to learn how to do. So I'd love to pick your brain on that, because we need more dogs like that to help the humans when mechanics fail, whenever their machines fail.
Well, we're even starting to do some stuff now. We've got a small group that we've been working with intervention dogs. Everybody remembers the shooting in Uvalde and places like that. What people don't understand a lot of times, and you do because you're on the job, law enforcement, first responders go through an amazing amount of stress. And using some of the dogs that we've trained, they can actually help. We've all known, unfortunately, officers or military personnel that have committed suicide. You think about something like the Uvalde shooting, all police officers are trained to handle emergencies. Handling a sick child or a death of a child is a traumatic experience. Can you imagine walking into a room with 19 of them?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It's going to change you forever. And if we can use dogs to help the first responders, we're going to be way ahead of the ball game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, James, I'd love to get together after the show. We can exchange information. I'd love to talk to you a little bit more.
Absolutely, yeah.
Craig Mile K9training.com, man. We've got to jump to break. Are we leaving anything out? There's so much to cover, man. You're such a busy guy. You're all over the country. You're doing all this stuff, and hats off to you. But are we leaving anything out?
Not that I can think of. I just want people to be aware of this organization, Fox and Hound Canine Organization, and their efforts to help our working dogs out. Because, guys, I was watching a video last night. There was a canine handler and his dog in Dallas, Texas. The dog went in to bite a suspect that had just killed 2 people. The suspect shot the dog in the chest and then turned, and the suspect shot the handler in the chest and the leg. After he shot the dog engaged the suspect.
Wow.
What a story. And just to see that these dogs and these handlers put so much of their life on the line to protect our community. I'm getting ready to sit on the board for the National Law Enforcement Hall of Fame here in the United States. And that's one thing that we're going to look at is recognizing and honoring canines next year in the National Law Enforcement Hall of Fame. So this year is all about Fox and Hound Canine Foundation and recognizing those 18 to 20 dogs, I believe, that we have coming in, their service and sacrifice from across the United States, from Miami to LA to New York to Texas to right here in St. Louis and Kansas City, Missouri. So we encourage everybody to come out. If you can't come out, if you can donate, go to Fox and Hound Canine Foundation and donate there. But we hope to see everybody here.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, James. And anytime you need anything, just give us a holler.
I will. I appreciate you guys so much. And it was so nice to meet you guys.
All right, man. You take care, okay?
Same here, sir.
You
Have
too,
a good
sir.
day.
All right. We got to jump to a short break. We got Rose Auto. We'd like to thank them for bringing the show today. And then I think when we come back, we got some riff-raff from over in Union County coming in here. So we'll see what's going on with that. Hey, we'll be right back.
Warmer weather is coming, and that means you've got 50 places to go, and you're still in love with the truck that will get you there. So spring forward with accessories from Rose Auto in Blairsville.
Rose Auto.
Bed covers, towing systems, steps. Rose Auto has what you need to do it right. Just up from 515 on the Murphy Highway. Rose is the only way to get your ride to a ball game, a fishing trip, or an overnight camping trip.
Rose Auto.
Type in Rose Auto Accessories on Facebook. We're next to Mike's Seafood.
Regain the ability to perform everyday activities after a debilitating injury or illness. Choose occupational therapy at Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital. Now accepting new patients. Call 828-837-7777.
If you've been injured, you don't need to go to Atlanta or Gainesville to find a lawyer. The law office of Daniel Duello specializes in accident cases and is based in Blairsville. I used to defend insurance companies and saw their attempts to pay less through pressure and delays. Now I want to use that experience to help you get treated fairly. Just search for Daniel Duello or call 706-603-3036 and I'll see you in Blairsville. It's 706-603-3036.
The weather may be uncertain, but it's never a bad time for a good cookout. And there's only one place in the mountains to fire one up. Hiawassee Hardware on Main Street. See Hiawassee Hardware right now for grills, griddles, and more to keep the good times rolling, like the Spirit Gas Grills or the Kettle Grills. And walk out with all the charcoal you'll ever need at Hiawassee Hardware, your store for making great meat and memories, and a whole lot more.
I checked my tires with a penny and I see all of Lincoln's head. And what's up with all of these wires sticking out of the tread? I took a little trip down to Old Blairsville, high up on the hill. To High Country Tire and Wheel. Don't let them deflate on the interstate. Call 706-835-1488. High Country Tire is located right up the hill from the post office in Blairsville. They're high on quality and service, but low on prices.
Have you ever been told to trust your gut? It's sound advice. This is Kevin Tharp, elder law and estate planning attorney. And whether it's buckling your seatbelt or being honest with your taxes, your gut usually tells you the right way to proceed. That's why when your gut tells you not to give up ownership of your assets, like when you use an irrevocable trust, it's important to listen. Follow your gut. Call me. 866-253-6994 or log on to kevintharp.com.
Transitional care at Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital provides a helpful step between hospital and home. It's perfect for patients who can benefit from additional inpatient care after a hospital stay. Learn more at erlanger.org/Western.
Hey fellas, you're dreaming of trailer hitches, bed covers, LED light bars, and bulbs. Not a bad gift for the missus, right? Get them at Rose Auto in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway. Rose Auto specializes in customizing your vehicle.
All right. Okay, I don't know if we can do this or not because Puddin's not in here. Packy kicked Puddin out.
I don't know if we can handle it without him.
How are we going to do this? Let me see if we can get that. There we go. But anyway, we got the riffraff from Union County on with us. Steve Rowe, how are you? I'm good. No? Okay. Turn the mic on.
I guess we can't handle it.
That might have been intentional.
There you go. How's Steve doing?
I'm doing good. But, my team over there, they were wondering if they could get some training from me. They had all the dog training we just covered.
Right.
Is there any training for chamber president?
Well, you heard him talk. There's some people you just can't train.
Yeah.
Yeah, some things you just can't train.
Yeah, but I did have to agree that the Basset Hound kind of has a similar look to you.
He never watched Dukes of Hazzard because that's the kind of dog I had on that. But anyway, we got Crystal with us too. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How
Thanks
are
for
you?
having us. Very good.
Yeah, we had to bring her to add a little class to the room.
There you go. She don't want to be on the camera, so we ain't gonna put her on the camera.
Thanks.
Whoops. Well, nobody told Packy about that. He was out of the room when that discussion was on.
Golly, man, they had Megan on here yesterday and talking about downtown development. Y'all got all kinds of stuff going on in Union County.
We do.
You do. She, she covered a little bit about the parking.
Right.
But we've got the restrooms going on downtown that's been needed for quite a while. We've got the EV charger, the Phase 3 charger going on down there that we're hoping that the rest of the parts will be in June. TVA, EMC's doing a great job on getting that downtown. So, just a lot of exciting things going on in downtown.
So how many chargers they got? They got EV chargers?
There'll be 2 Phase 3 chargers down there. They're in the lower level of the parking lot, downtown parking lot. So now instead of taking 4 hours to charge over at the chamber, you can charge in 40 minutes.
Well, now,
Your bandwagon can't use that.
I just wonder, will it charge a dead battery on a car? Because that's kind of where I'm at.
I did see a YouTube video the other day where the car went up in flames after somebody tried to hook it up to their battery.
Yeah, guarantee you.
Some people will try anything, but I don't think I'd recommend it.
Jeez. Hey, we got Pat Malone on here. Ain't even talking. Hey, Pat, what are you doing?
Pat?
I'm hanging in there. I'm listening. That was a good segment on the dog training and the foundation, and looking forward to hearing what's going on in Union County. All kinds of good things I hear, huh?
We miss you.
She just said
I miss you guys.
They really don't. That's the only
we
thing that. No, I ain't going to say that.
Don't say that.
I love you, Pat.
Please don't.
I love you like a sister.
Yeah, that's one thing we
restrain yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
That's one thing we can't say enough about our law enforcement and first responders around here. They do a great job and put a lot and really help our community to be the community that it is.
Ain't no doubt about that. Well, now we got Spring has Sprung. Y'all got a lot of stuff. What's happening in Union County? Let's hear it.
First Friday's downtown tomorrow night. It's a taco battle party, downtown party, fiesta, tacos, live music.
Yeah.
Shopping till 7 o'clock at night.
Can't beat that.
Nope.
We got lots of things. We'll have the prayer break, National Day of Prayer tonight.
Yeah, I was asking him what's going on. I hadn't heard anything about the National Day of Prayer. What are y'all doing on that?
Yeah, I heard you and Patrick talking about it, but at 6 o'clock tonight at First Baptist in Blairsville, we'll have our National Day of Prayer ceremony there.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll have representatives from all areas of the community that we'll spend a little time, giving back thanks for all the blessings that we had. But it's 6 o'clock at First Baptist Church in Union County.
Well,
it's always a very moving experience at First Baptist. I know I've been there a number of times for the National Day of Prayer, and they always have just absolutely terrific speakers.
Who is speaking? Do you know who's speaking?
I don't know that off the top of my head. I didn't bring that agenda with me, but I know it'll be a good service.
I hope it ain't Tommy Townsend.
No, they usually have a variety of preachers from the area that speak.
They will have a variety of preachers. I know that Ricky Powell, the preacher from First Baptist, will be one of the speakers there, and he does a great job. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head who else is going to be on there, but it should be a great program.
Yeah, be good. So.
Yeah.
All about that. The first Friday shopping. What does it do with that? Y'all just like have a downtown party or something? I mean, you say it's part of y'all got live music, like people on the square playing, or they're just playing around the area, or what is going on?
Yep, they're rotating around the square. So grab a taco, hang out, shop a little, listen to music.
You know, we got a lot of new restaurants down there. We got Pizza Belly. We got a couple of the other restaurants down there. I've got to learn my lesson on that. But we got a lot of good restaurants around the square, so you can actually go from one to the other and get whatever cuisine you want.
Right.
All the shops around downtown stay open later. And, it's just a good time to just come down. Weather's going to be perfect. Little cool this morning.
Right.
Doesn't feel like spring, but this evening it should be nice and warm, and or Friday, and so just come on down and enjoy the evening.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. It's funny. I go over there to the what's the
distillery?
No, the mill. What's the? I'm Baptist.
You're talking about Logan Turnpike.
Yeah, Logan Turnpike. I send that stuff all over the place. I'll go over and get that and send that stuff from Logan Turnpike all over the place. And I actually had one of the guys that I sent it to, his wife called me yesterday. Like, we just love it. And it's out in California. But, man, what a, cool place that is. And everything's downtown. It's cool the way Union County is. You still got your downtown that is, that's the thing. Everybody talks about, oh, we got this, that. We got, you can still shop local.
Right.
And everybody's complaining about eggs. Oh, Lord, eggs are $40 a dozen. There's people all over this area that's selling eggs. You can go by and pick up eggs, fresh eggs. I thought, if you want to give back, that's what we do. We buy all our stuff here from local.
That's it.
And then you have the farmers market. Is it kicked off yet, the farmers market?
It's going to open June 4th.
Right.
And, we have to wait for the produce to come available.
Right.
But we've got, it'll be open June 4th. And then, one of the things that we have we're talking about the restaurants you can go to. We've got a lot of farm-to-table restaurants now.
Right.
So you can go and get, fresh eggs. You can get fresh vegetables and whatnot. So, and those are growing in Union County. And I don't know about you, but I love those fresh vegetables.
Oh, I'm all fried green tomatoes, man. I'm all about that. I guarantee you, fresh Vader sandwiches. It's coming. I'm ready, man. Everybody likes winter. Whoever likes wintertime, we couldn't get along at all.
Well, you can look at me and tell I love fried food.
So I'm with you. Golly, right. We got that baby face. So anyway, Packy, we got another commercial.
Yep, one more break.
We got to take one more break right quick. We want to thank Rose's Auto, which is in Blairsville over there. And you go by and check them out. We get back, and I know we'll talk to them a little bit more and see what's going on over at Union County with all that's happening, because they are the people in the know. But anyway, you'll go by and check out Rose's Auto. We'll be right back.
Warmer weather is coming, and that means you've got 50 places to go, and you're still in love with the truck that will get you there. So spring forward with accessories from Rose Auto in Blairsville.
Rose Auto.
Bed covers, towing systems, steps. Rose Auto has what you need to do it right. Just up from 515 on the Murphy Highway. Rose is the only way to get your ride to a ball game, a fishing trip, or an overnight camping trip.
Rose Auto.
Type in Rose Auto Accessories on Facebook. We're next to Mike's Seafood.
Union County Recreation Department offers activities for all ages. Put on your walking shoes and enjoy the many miles of walking trails at Meeks Park, or enjoy some playground time with the kids. Don't forget about the 2 dog parks we have. There's one by the Senior Center and one at our Farmers Market. There's something for everyone. Pickleball, tennis, swimming pool with splash pad, and if golf is your game, check out Butternut Creek Golf Course and the View Grill for lunch. Call 706-439-6074 or visit us on Facebook at Union County Recreation Department.
Constantly challenging ourselves as a college means more learning opportunities, better teaching, more innovative programs, greener facilities, a stronger community, and happier students. Every choice we've made reinforces our mission to help educate, inspire, and empower you. Young Harris College. This is the place where your future unfolds.
Rolling down the road with Jackie Jones Auto.
This month, Jackie Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram says we're buying from you. That's right, we're looking for quality pre-owned vehicles. The trade-in process is easy. Simply fill out our convenient online form with a little information about your vehicle and quickly receive an accurate trade-in estimate from our vehicle appraisal experts. Depend on Ed Ash and the gang for top dollar at Jackie Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep on Highway 69 in Hayesville. We make buying easy. It's Cinco de Mayo time again this Friday, and the one and only place to celebrate is Lucky's Taqueria in Blairsville. The all-day party runs from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. with food and drink specials. Stay for giveaways, including free Lucky's for a year for 30 people. And join me, Packy Smith, at 11 a.m. sharp for prizes, station giveaways, and a lot of fun. Then hang out for awesome live music this Friday at Lucky's in Blairsville starting at 11. This is the place to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, folks, fasten your seatbelts. We're moments from touching down at the Aviator Cafe.
The tray tables are always down in Blairsville for the best burgers, wings, wraps, and sandwiches. And now online ordering is even easier. Fly over to theaviatorcafe.com and click order online. We'll send you a text when your meal is ready, and you can pick it up curbside or inside. You can even earn reward points.
We know you have choices and hope to see you again at the Aviator Cafe in Blairsville.
The weekend is getting closer, and a trip to Bell Mountain or the lake is always a possibility. Make sure your truck is accessorized by Rose Auto in Blairsville. Bed liners, LED lights, and more. You want to be a pickup man? Do it with Rose Auto in Blairsville. The only way to go.
All righty, we're back with you, folks, and we got the big kahunas all the way from Union County over here talking about all the stuff going on over in Union County. So who's going first?
We're going to let Crystal go first. Tell a few things we've got going on over at the chamber, and maybe she can tell you a little bit about the meeting we had last night or yesterday for Drugs Don't Work.
Absolutely. We had the Drugs Don't Work coordinator in talking about all the cartels and the fentanyl and the overdosing and the troubles in the workplace. It was a great presentation. But businesses can actually sign up to be part of the program and save 7.5% on their workers' comp insurance. And he said some businesses are saving $15,000 to $30,000 in their policy. So it's huge. So if you've got a big company, 7 employees or more, reach out to your chamber. I'm sure Towns County offers it also. Get in touch with them and
with
get some savings.
Prices doing what they're doing right now. We're trying to help businesses any way we can. So here's a way to save a little bit on your workers' comp insurance.
So it's like a class on drugs don't work.
It's just providing material to your employees about some of the things that are going on.
Right.
And, there's a few things you have to do to qualify, but it's pretty much common sense and an educational program.
Right.
And in exchange for providing that education to your employees, you can save up to 7.5% on your workers' comp. And, some people paying $10,000, $20,000, $40,000 for workers' comp, so 7.5% can be a great,
big deal.
Great savings.
Yep, ain't no doubt about that. I hadn't even heard about that. I hadn't heard about that at all.
Well, that's why we wanted to mention it today, because a lot of people hadn't.
Right.
And just like I say, in this day of time, any way you can save any money,
right?
You want to be able to do that. So,
I'm with you.
But we got a lot of festivals and meetings coming up. There's been a lot of talk about the DOT, the roads and whatnot. A lot of people want to know what's going on, when it's going on. But we've got the commissioner of the DOT coming on June the 8th.
Right.
At 8:30 in the morning. It's going to be in Eggs and Issues. We've opened up registration for that. So if you want to come and hear from the DOT commissioner himself, again, that'll be on June the 8th at 8:30 over at the community center. So make sure you call or get online at the chamber and get signed up, because I can tell you that one's going to sell out fast.
Yeah, that'll be a big deal. Yeah.
Let's hear about this roundabout here outside the station.
Yeah, how long is it going to be? When's it coming? That's what everybody keeps saying. When is it coming? What's it going to do and everything? I don't know. Does anybody have a clue?
Well, with the speed of things going right now, I don't think we have to worry about it in our lifetime, but you can always come and ask the commissioner, and maybe he's got some more insight on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's going to make a big difference when it comes through. And I'm going to tell you, folks, these roundabouts, if y'all can't figure out how to use a roundabout, please put your keys down to your car and never pick them up again.
Make sure to use your blinker as you're going around it. You know what I mean?
I mean, all these people go up and they stop before they go. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I've gone to some towns that they have double lanes going around the
Oh,
roundabout
yeah.
and triple lane.
Everybody like-
No. Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament.
You got some people trying to go left.
You wonder how long those people get stuck in the middle and just keep going around. So.
Oof. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I wish they put like angles around the inside where you could just go straight across and just go airborne. You know, just jump it.
Yeah, just put it. You're talking about Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Let's just do a Dukes of Hazzard jump across the center.
Yeah, that's funny.
And say if you dare, just go ahead.
Yeah, I reckon John Snyder's down at Fillswood yesterday. I don't know what he's doing in this part of the country. I hadn't heard of.
Well, can you blame him? Wouldn't everybody want to come to this part of the country?
I'm with you, man. Yeah.
Especially this time of year.
But the last person that comes in don't want anybody else to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him though. Yeah.
Close the door behind me.
Yeah, y'all come here, spend your money, and then go home.
We don't want traffic, but we want an Aldi's and we want a Home Depot.
How's that
And,
going, man?
Hey, as far as I know, everything in town's going good. We've got a lot of traffic, and all our businesses are doing great.
Have you got any breaking news or anything new coming into town?
Not this week.
There you go.
Just wait until next week.
Hey, I'm not
There's
talking.
always something new going on in Union County.
I don't believe anything Pat Malone tells me.
Come on, Stephen.
We do have a lot of things coming in to town that we'll hopefully be announcing a little bit later. But
Right.
it's we're talking about doing some roundabouts and other traffic things, and look, we've got some things in the works.
Right.
I got the dirt. I got the good stuff.
You got the
Not
good-
yeah, not roundabouts.
She's got the scoop.
We've
Yeah.
got a brewery coming in downtown.
Right.
About July 4th weekend. We've got
Just in time, right?
a drive-through oil change right off the square there too. I'm all about the drive-through oil change. No wait, no appointments.
Just drive through.
Yeah, just drive through.
Yeah.
A drive-through brewery oil change. That's what I got.
Do you
out of
see
that.
a problem
should
with
be
that? I mean, sir, you're going to have to go. We got another car behind. Well, I ain't through my beer yet.
Beverage barn.
Packy's all about that. He
Yeah.
probably put in an application for that.
Crystal's got all kinds of business ideas.
That's a great idea. That's better than the one me and Packy come up with. The pedal's on a wheelchair, but I thought it was a good idea. Getting investors is a little bit hard. So, how about golf games? Y'all got any big golf stuff coming up?
Well, we've got our golf tournament coming up on the 12th.
Right.
Unfortunately, our field is full.
Really?
But,
That's not unfortunate. That's good.
That's a good thing. But anybody that wants to be a whole sponsor, please come and put your sign out there. This is our tournament that a portion of the proceeds go to Union County scholarships.
Right.
We were able to give $7,900 to Union County High School and Tri-County Community College for our local students to be able to hopefully go on and do what they'd like. And so if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you out there. And Crystal's come up with a new little gimmick on this called the hole-in-one toss. So this year we're giving away $500 in cash on our hole-in-one toss. So it should be fun and exciting. And
So, what is a hole-in-one toss?
If you can't swing and get it in, we're going to line you up around a circle, around the putting green. I don't know how to talk golf, around the putting green. And they're all going to toss the ball at the same time. And the first one in the hole gets $500 cash.
But all the balls are white. How you gonna know the
They'll be
difference?
numbered.
They're all numbered.
Oh, you're gonna number them? Okay.
Yep.
They're all numbered.
That's my ball. That's mine. Be a fight out there, man. That's what's gonna happen.
So if you're out on the golf course and you see one of these golf balls with a number on it, you know they didn't win.
Yeah.
So.
Sheesh. Folks, we got about a minute left here. This is the Union County. What's the website on that?
Visit BlairsvilleGA.com.
So y'all can go and check out all the stuff going on with that.
Yeah, don't forget the Memorial Day Parade. We've got the festival downtown on Memorial Day weekend. That should be great. So just check out the Chamber website for everything that's going on in downtown and in Union County.
So where's the parade start at? Is it starting at the old school?
Yes.
And then where does it end up at?
Kind of loops back around. It'll make a circle around the square.
Right. Back.
Bilo.
All righty, we should have music play. We got music playing.
There's music.
There we go. Folks, y'all go check out James Craigmile, Canine Trainer, Craigmile Canine Trainer. And that book, I'm telling you, y'all need to go check out that book and then go to the Blairsville, what's it called?
Visit BlairsvilleGA.com.
There you go. And, hey, Steve, tell Mike we'd love to have him on sometime.
I'll do that next time I see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish y'all would mend up a little bit. So, hey, Pat, I'll see you in the morning.
All right. Sounds good, Steven.
I think we got.
Thanks, Patrick.
All right, bud.
See you guys.